What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Super deck profile. Just getting back in from the store championships, where part of the prizing were these revision 2020 packs. I traded the rest of the packs away, but kept one because I kind of want to open it. Um, got top four with mono blue Vegito, so you can see my champ pack and my event pack pull was that card. Also pulled the 8 and moved it pretty quickly because I already have my playset. But we played mono blue Vegito, so pretty standard list. Even though the original format for this event called for I think just set 10 and set 11. We all the players kind of like unanimously agreed to use all regular decks, especially because due to COVID restrictions and the length of time that the store could stay open, we had to cut it to a best of one anyway. So doing 2 out of 3 with set 10 11 just kind of felt like a headache. So we just decided to do best of one with regular decks. Anyway, Vegito, we all know what he does. On the regular Reagan side, tax draw 1. To kill a battle card, he can awaken early, draw 2, flip him over, or he awakens at 4 or less life, where you untap 1 and draw 1 and flip him over. Went with a 3-3 split on the Unisons. Baby Unison is really good. Zeno is also really good. They just generate different types of advantage. Zeno with a pseudo ramp strategy. Baby Unison with the ability to continuously draw cards, gain markers, and then the -5, giving your leader double strike, and you being able to activate counter skills from your hand just by discarding cards. Vegito draws a lot of cards, so that is pretty much almost free in a sense. Because it was best of one, went with a little bit of an extra 1-drop package for Dr. Rhoda, 3 of the Oob draw blocker guy, and 2 East Kai keeping watch. Dr. Rhoda is for untapping energy. Oob is a blocker, but if you control a Unison when he's played, you draw a card. So, one of the things you can do is turn 2, you play the Zeno, activate its +2 ability to give you the extra energy, and if it just so happens to be a mono blue card, you can play the Oob, draw a card, and then you have a blocker to protect your Zeno from pending attacks. Main decked the East Sky keeping watch because it was best of one, and just wanted to dance around most counter plays. Over in the 2 costs, of course, draw apes. Zamasu super combo for the rival cards. That's why we play the blue yellow. Still pretty much the standard super combo to play for Vegito. Went with the 1 of Furthering Destruction Trumpa just to get that extra double strike in there, whether if I was swinging at a Unison or swinging at for a game on a leader. 3 copies of Heroic Prospect. This is a come into play negate. Stops the big guys from swinging at you because they can't attack with guys that are bigger than their energy. A lot of decks out there like Green Gotenks, Surge Cell like to summon big dudes for minimal energy. In the 4-drop suite, went with a 3-3 split between the Yobuni and the Son Goku and hit a rival blocker. So this is when we play for that Zamasa super combo over there. Bring this into play. You get almost essentially a dual attacker or a double blocker depending on how you set it up. I guess the cat's out the bag when it comes to this card. American Brave Bruiser, double strike, barrier, activate main once per turn. You look at the top card of your opponent's deck. If it's a battle card, he gains dual attack for the turn. So he's a 25k double strike dual attack, which is insane. Very powerful card. Came in clutch a few times today. I think there was one game where I actually had to charge him for energy, but it is what it is. But when he came down, especially against Reboot Gohan, he swung in hard and swung in fast. Big boy, super good card. He is a counter attack as well as a counter play. I'm sorry, he's a counter play and a counter. Excuse me. Normally he's a 5 cost, but if you use the effect of your Baby Unison, you just discard cards. Today I actually had to tap 5 for him, which is pretty cool. Went to attack. They dormanted. I tapped 5, brought in the Baby Golden Avenger, and they proceeded to scoop. It was pretty cool. Best best counterplay in the game, hands down. If you're playing blue and you're playing blue unisons, you're playing 4 of these guys. Pretty standard. One secret identity mask Saiyan for the removal. And of course, Baby Hachiyak taking up the secret rare slot. This card is severely, extremely good. I can't like state how much awesome this card is. Like, just gives you another turn. It's too good. Then over in the extra cards, 4D Magic, 2 Max Power Kamehameha, and 3 copies of Senzu Bean because I didn't want to go to over 51 cards. I actually didn't want to go over 50, but I wound up going to 51 because one of these things is extra. I forget which card was extra. Might have been the Mirakin just because like I wanted to try it out. I think it was 50 without him, and then I put him in, and yeah. So I wound up almost going undefeated. Lost once and then got fourth, which is weird. I guess that's how tiebreakers work. But that is the top 4 deck profile for Mono Blue Vegito at the store championships this past weekend at my local shop. Hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned. We got more deck profiles coming up.